weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the UConn Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will get the first swing of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Got it behind the line. It's Fry. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Lay. Pulls it in. It's Fry. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Fry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got him at the 45 on his way. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Seminoles are on the move. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than they used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Knowles! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Lay. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's the return. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield. It's cheap. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Noles have their offense in high gear. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Lay. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Going for 6. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. A little screen to the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Lay. Working that wide receiver screen. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, if you're going to get 1st downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense, more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it from the gun. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. Makes him grab over the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Let's go! Let's go! Back to throw. It's late. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the Huskies want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Lane. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The play-action fake. Completes it in the middle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It sucks. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UConn going back to work on offense. Got the quick completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught close to the marker. It's Suggs. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Scrambling away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare trot from this dude. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Fry.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
To the air, it's Lay. Unloads it left. It's caught. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can...
Turning it on! And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Hand off from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way.
It's drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They got up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Fry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Lay. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Ready, go! Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Takes the easy one to the back. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try to run for it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against a defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They just keep firing. Unleashes one deep. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. A strike downfield. He's loose on the left. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man on the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Got him downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination.